I was born in Glendale, Oregon in 1922.
When Everett Belcher's family moved to Bend in 1923, it was so his father could work at the mill. Bend was a very different place than today.
I grew up right down here on Aubrey Road. That's where we landed when we came here. And of course, everybody out around Bend had a little farm, and they had cow, usually chickens and stuff.
Everett started at Bend High School and made it through the 10th grade.
But I didn't finish high school. I had to quit and go to work to be able to pay room and board and so forth.
Instead of high school, Everett went to carpentry school in the morning while working full-time at the mill.
And I'd go down there in the morning at 8 o'clock and work until 3:30. Then I'd come back and have a bite to eat and go over to the mill and work until midnight.
At 19 years old, Everett married Melda.
We got married in 41.
When war broke out a few months later, Everett went to enlist.
I just kind of wanted to go with the rest of them, and everybody's gone.
Because of an old farm injury to his foot, no one would take him. But that changed when the Seabees were founded March 5, 1942. It was a perfect fit with Everett's new construction background.
A CB is a construction battalion. They got farm plumbers, they got electricians, they got cooks, it's everything that you use in a construction, they have them.
On February 19, 1945, Everett found himself looking at an island he'd never heard of.
Oh my gosh, you see all those battleships and cruisers, and they were all shooting on this island. It's the biggest show you ever saw. And then all of a sudden they just pulled up a couple of landing crafts against the front of the bow, and they said, well, you guys getting this, we're gonna go ashore. Nobody knew where we was going or what we was gonna do, you know.
The Seabees' first job was to unload the big guns, supplies, and ammunition from the landing vehicles.
Of course, we were scared. They got the gun out, got it up on the beach, and boom, Japs blew it up. Killed a couple of our fellows, and the squad leader, he was dead. We had to take his ammunition up to ammunition dumps. They'd bring them in, and then we'd go with a bunch of us, maybe 3 or 4 of us. We'd go up to unload this. But every time we'd get a ammunition dump about full, they'd blow it up. I went down and there's a shell hole there where I don't know, one of our shells, and right on the beach, and the water was slapping up in it. And I crawled in that, and that's where I spent my first night.
The battle for Iwo Jima lasted 5 weeks, and Everett was kept busy with construction.
Our job, first job, was to build a rock crusher, because that whole airfield had to be paved, and we had to move a butte pretty near the size of Pilot Butte.
After several months on Iwo Jima, Everett was on the way to Japan when the war ended. After the war, Everett returned to Bend and went into commercial construction. When Everett and Melda built a house on Aubrey Butte in 1948, there weren't even roads.
Nothing but rocks and sagebrush.
Although he lost Melba in 1984, Everett is still in that same house 70 years later. Before he retired in 1985, Everett built the first television station in Bend and Les Schwab tire stores in 5 states. Today, at 95 years old, Everett stays active by dancing every week with his fiancée, Lucille.
We dance together all the time. It keeps you going, you know, and gives you that little bit of exercise you need. I think I'll go hunting again this year. I've hunted all my life, so it's been a good life, yeah.